The moment Jesus died, the sky went dark. Not for minutes, but for hours. The ground shook violently. The earth cracked open. And in that silence, something happened that history rarely explains. Because what followed after his death was more mysterious than the crucifixion itself. Jerusalem was silent. The cross stood on Golgotha, now empty. The crowd had left. The shouting had stopped, but the atmosphere was not peaceful. It felt heavy, unnatural, wrong. Roman soldiers stood confused near the site. They had seen many executions, but never like this, because something about this death felt different. Meanwhile, followers of Jesus were scattered, afraid, broken, lost. They believed everything was over. The movement, the hope, the future, gone. But what they didn't know was that the real story had just begun. As darkness covered the sky, strange events began. The temple veil suddenly tore from top to bottom. No human hand touched it. Inside Jerusalem, people felt fear rising. Earthquakes shook the ground. Dust filled the air. Walls cracked. Roman soldiers looked at each other in shock. One of them whispered, "Surely, this was not an ordinary man." But no one understood what was happening. And then, something even more shocking occurred. A Roman centurion, a hardened soldier who had seen countless deaths, fell to his knees. He said something that stunned everyone. Truly, this was the Son of God. Silence, a Roman soldier, declaring divinity. But what did he see that others didn't? Meanwhile, inside Jerusalem, fear spread quickly. Priests rushed to secure the temple. They couldn't explain the torn veil. It symbolized something terrifying, that the barrier between God and man was gone. But the most mysterious part was still coming. As evening fell, Jesus' followers secretly returned. They took his body and placed it in a tomb. A heavy stone sealed the entrance. Roman guards were placed outside. Everything was now under control. Or so they thought, because what happened next would change history completely. 3 days passed. The world remained silent, but early morning, something impossible happened. The ground shook again. The sealed stone was rolled away. The guards, frozen in fear, could not move. Some accounts say they ran away. Others say they collapsed. Inside the tomb, it was empty. No body, no explanation, no logic. Just silence and confusion. Because the man who was declared dead was no longer there. Now everything changed. Fear turned into hope. Grief turned into belief. Silence turned into movement. The followers of Jesus, who were once hiding, now began to speak boldly. Something had shifted in them. They were no longer afraid of death, because they believed death itself had been defeated. But beyond religion, beyond history, this moment carried a deeper message, that even in darkness, hope is not destroyed. It transforms. And even when everything looks finished, it might just be the beginning. Jerusalem that once witnessed a death now witnessed a mystery, a man crucified, but not forgotten, a moment of darkness that changed into light, and a story that still divides history. But the real question remains, was it the end of Jesus or the beginning of something greater? Because sometimes what looks like the end is just a moment before everything changes. History remembers the cross, but it still struggles to explain what came after it.